keeps. Have you ever thought about why you did that? Think about it. Like, something happens and you respond, and out of the bestest of intentions, it ends up blowing up in your face. And you say to yourself, well, why did I do that? Right? When you have this energy stuff going on, a lot of times we make decisions based on feeling the other person and not wanting to add to their discomfort or add to their dis-ease. And so we go along with, we say, yeah, we'll do that. It doesn't seem too much of a big deal, right? You're not really giving that much up of yourself. But if you're with somebody for a period of time, a group of people, your friends, what have you, and you find that you keep giving in this way repetitively, you'll find that those small chunks turn into one big bite over a period of time, and then you start to feel a little icky about it. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you start to realize that the pain that you were trying to keep from causing out of the bestest of intentions, you're actually exacerbating. Why? Why should it work that way? You did everything, you kind of went along, and you were trying to be supportive, and you thought, man, I don't want to contribute to, more pain and suffering and BS here, so what's up, right? Like, well, the reason it hasn't worked out is because you weren't true to yourself. And so in not being true to yourself, if those little small bites weigh on you and start to add up to that big bite, then it becomes a problem. And it's not really the other person's fault, right? It's how you took that in and then responded to it, right? So the question is, why did I do that? Because you're a good person and you don't want to cause harm and you want to do good and you want to be good. And when you're conscious of it and you're in that moment, you chose to try to be good in a moment. So there's nothing wrong with any of that expression at all. The problem is the result, right? And the problem is how you handle the result. So if you're able to provide a service like that, and through that whole process, including until its conclusion, there is no kind of downside. In other words, you're not making the other parties feel bad, or just because you're kind of like hanging in there or whatever with whatever's going on. You're kind of being a downer for everyone else. Well, that doesn't help either, right? For you to be in that situation. So you can see how, with your bestest of intentions, if you use your gifts to try to have the other person avoid pain, to try to, in that way, then it will typically cause you a lot more. And it will still cause everyone else because you weren't true to yourself. It wasn't done for the right reason. It wasn't, hey, I want to do A, and you're like, yeah, I want to do A too, and then everything happens, right? And it's all collaborative, and it just kind of, synergistic or whatever, right? And it works. In this case, when you don't do that, and you're thinking, why did I do that? I want you to question and say, hey, man, did I do this because I didn't really want to create pain, cause pain, or whatever out of the bestest of intentions to, that other party? So, kind of weird, huh? You're really trying to live a certain way, and yet in living that way, you find that sometimes it's about application. Well, I hope this is helpful, and until next time, be well.